What is up, everybody? Welcome back for another Sherpa Live video where I read you those cryptocurrency news articles so you don't have to. Now, not much has been going on in the news lately. It was kind of hard finding some articles today. Kind of slow week. They're just reiterating the Toncoin, how the Telegram CEO was arrested in France, censorship happening. But I covered that on Saturday night, and it's still being blasted today. But no, so I got a couple articles though for you, and how, like as the title says, this just can't be true, because the first article is saying that men in crypto are less attractive than cosplayers and anime buffs. It's like, what? Nah, that can't be true. I am damn too sexy to believe this. But yeah, so that's gonna be our first article we got for you. I think there's like one malware or hack or potential hack out there in Macwares, some runes news, and yeah, so just look at a couple of news articles for you. But yeah, let's dive right on in. So this first one's coming from Crowing Telegraph, and yes, like I said, men in crypto are less attractive to women than cosplayers and anime buffs. I want to know who they surveyed, but hundreds of surveyed women ranked their attraction to male hobbies, and crypto pulled laughably low on the attractive meter. So look at this lady going, oh, what? So let's see what this meter actually ranked us. So women perceive crypto as one of the most unattractive hobbies a man can have, even more so than watching anime, cosplaying, or reading comic books, according to a recent survey, which is kind of sad because I think I covered all three of those. I'm into crypto. I probably have a couple costumes from Halloween, like Super Mario, Robin, and my workout short video motivation videos have like anime thing to it. So, oh man, I must be on the low totem right there. But crypto was recently seen as the ninth most unattractive hobby for males. The August 24th survey by the Date Psychology blog found that, which was convenience sample of 814 people, 48% of which were women. Wait, what does that mean? Like, the 814 people, are they asking men if they were unattractive? So, that must be on the same swinging team people out there, but 48% of women consider this. The author noted that based on past surveys, their sample population disproportionately includes women of high social statuses with a high level of education and who are predominantly white. Now, female respondents were asked if they found a list of 74 hobbies either attractive or unattractive, and only 23.1% said that crypto was an attractive hobby, while around third found comic books and cosplayers attractive. It's like, what? Now, it left crypto as the second most unattractive so-called nerd hobby to women, behind collecting products from Funko, which makes pop culture and media-based bobblehead figures. Now, that is one thing I did not get into. I was not a bobblehead collector out there. I just enjoyed watching anime growing up, and costumes I really only wear during Halloween. But crypto, come on. But here's that skill that they have from unattractiveness of male hobby nerds. So yeah, so let's see. The readings is at one. So reading is 1%. Reading's a nerdy hobby. Wait, no, I guess it's not a nerd hobby. So yeah, people who read, they're smart, they're attractive. Building models, really, that is the second least one. Then we got stamps, D&D, never got into that. Magic tricks, arcade games, war games, video games, comic books, cosplay, MTG. I was in Magic the Gathering for a bit. Anime, crypto, and Funko Pop. So at least Funko was at least the least attractive of them all. But really, second to last in attractiveness. What do you guys think? Do you think this is true? Do you think the Sherpa is not so attractive? Let's continue. So it seems that some men haven't received the memo yet, but when male respondents were asked which hobbies they thought females would find attractive, 13.7% believed women would be attractive to men in crypto. Now, however, most men responded that they thought women would find playing an instrument the most attractive hobby, and they were right. So I guess women still like rock stars out there. But the results show that females thought reading was the most attractive hobby for a man with 98.2%, followed by knowing or learning a foreign language at 95.6%, and then playing an instrument at 95.4%. So these three are the most sexiest in the eyes of women out there. But they added that despite the survey results, hobbies should be based on what a person enjoys, and those choosing hobbies based on what others find attractive are unlikely to stick with them. Now, the latest survey results come after an April 2023 Pew Research poll of 10,701 United States adults, including 5,900 of them being women, and they found that women were more skeptical of investing in trading or using crypto than men. Now, just 10% of women in that survey had ever traded, used, or invested in crypto, compared to 25% that they surveyed with men. And of the women who have ever used crypto, nearly 40% responded that they don't hold crypto anymore, compared to around 30% of men who used and sold it. So women just still really guess these, or the ones they surveyed just didn't really get it. They don't understand crypto. So like if someone was offered like one $100 bill versus one whole Bitcoin, there was a video out there where the woman was like, "No, honey, take the $100 bill," and the guy's like, "Dude, it's Bitcoin." She doesn't get it. So they just don't really understand. If they knew like how much of it actually was worth, I think then this attractive scale would have been way higher and probably on par with the music. But what are your thoughts? Do you think these numbers are correct, accurate? What do you think is the most attractive in a man out there? I'm talking to the women out there who are watching. But yeah, so that is our first article for you. A funny one. Thought it was at least worth being the first one I shared with you. But yeah, so that is that. Now let's get into some actual other crypto news, like actual crypto news. So yeah, this next article is coming from the Bitcoinist, and if you're curious on like what was being said at the Rare Evo event in 2024, well, Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson gave us some key updates. So let's go through this article to learn a little bit more about what's to come with the ADA project. So during a keynote at Rare Evo 2024, Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson revealed a series of significant updates for the Cardano blockchain. Speaking to a diverse audience that included developers, stakeholders, enthusiasts, Hoskinson outlined Cardano's next step in technology's development, governance, and global outreach. Now, what's the roadmap looking like in the coming months? Well, the centerpiece of Hoskinson's presentation was the introduction of the Plutus V3, the latest iteration of Cardano's smart contract platform, which is poised to bring enhanced functionality and improved security features. Now, Plutus V3 is coming in just a matter of weeks. We got the Ouroboros Leois, the paper that came out years and years and years of chasing how we beat the blockchain's trilemma. Well, not only we beat it, we kicked its ass, and we're working on it as well. Now we're working on it together with intersections, with all of your prototyping in public, with the people here, and that's the difference of Cardano, Hoskinson said. So they are just killing it, is what he's basically saying. Now, further emphasizing on technology or technological strides, Hoskinson delved into Hydra, Cardano's Layer 2 scaling solution designed to increase the network's transaction throughput exponentially. He provided a detailed explanation of Hydra's mechanics, particularly its use of the extended UTXO model, which ensures that the transactions are processed efficiently and securely. Hydra is amazing technology. We're so excited about Hydra when we designed extended UTXO specifically for the Hydra. This ability is to move on off the chain seamlessly, and it just works to secure it fast, is what he meant. So faster transactions coming. So okay. Now, a substantial portion of the keynote was also dedicated to the evolution of governance with the Cardano ecosystem. Hoskinson announced the imminent formation of what he describes as the largest DAO in the history of cryptocurrency, which will manage one of the largest digital treasuries. He detailed the structure of this DAO, which incorporates a tri-party system of governance combining a constitutional committee, stake pool operators, and elements of liquidity democracy. Now, this new government model is a revolutionary step towards fully decentralized and democratic management of the blockchain's ecosystem, Hoskinson said. He also emphasized the potential of this system to empower the community and foster more inclusive decision-making and the process behind it. So he's giving the community more of a decision-making. It's going to be three-parter. So I know we'll probably get more articles to learn a little bit more about that. So yeah, faster transactions, a more decentralized DAO ecosystem. So yeah, lots of stuff coming for Cardano. Let's see what else he has to say. Now, highlighting Cardano's international outreach, Hoskinson recounted recent engagements with governmental and academic institutions in Argentina, which he underscores the global interest in blockchain's potential. It was so cool that we met with the government. We met with the mayor of Buenos Aires. We met with so many other amazing people, and they're incredibly excited to receive us down at the University of Buenos Aires School of Law for the Constitutional Convention. Now we're going to have to delegate from more than 50 countries all around to come and talk about what Cardano should be for the next 10 years, he shared. Now, looking ahead, Hoskinson is excited the audience with previews of the upcoming Cardano Summit in October. He announced a unique challenge that would highlight Hydra's capabilities to manage 1 million transactions per second with a live multiplayer Doom game session running on Hydra, where each frame of the game represents a transaction on the blockchain. Now, that's going to be interesting to see. If they pull it off, that's going to be pretty cool. But yeah, already 1 million transactions too with that live, and yeah, very interesting. Now he was like, I got something for you. You get 30,000 concurrent players with 35 frames per second, 35 transactions per second. That's about 1 million TPS. We're going to have a death match where people fight each other in Doom, and we'll find a winner to make it happen. Whoever wins gets 100,000 in USDM. That's how we get that 30,000 players. Why? Because we want to showcase the power of this Hoskinson revealed. Now, what is the USDM? Is that a stable coin on Cardano's blockchain? If so, that's interesting because I haven't heard of the stable coins on there. But interesting. So $100,000 prize. Not bad. Are you guys going to tune into that? Are you guys just going to try to play? Are you Doom players? It hurts my eyes. I wonder which Doom they're going to play, the classic one or the newer version. Hoskinson also concluded in his keynote that by reinforcing his dedication to advancing blockchain technology through rigorous research and community-driven innovation, he highlighted the resilience and growing capabilities of the Cardano ecosystem, emphasizing every single day people in this room, people outside this room are united and asking the question, how do we make it simpler, faster, cheaper, easier, better? And why? Because we want crypto to take over the world. And we pretty much really do. So yeah, nice little keynote speech he had there. So yeah, that's basically what's coming for our Cardano. Faster transactions, again, a more decentralized DAO ecosystem out there. And what was that last one he said? Oh yeah, being a part of the Buenos Aires down in, is that Argentina? Yeah, having that global constitutional convention. So lots of good news happening for our Cardano. I don't know if it'll play any role in this price. Right now, price is around like 30 cents right now. I do think Cardano could probably reach a $5 mark this bull run. But again, we just got to wait and see. Nobody's got a crystal ball with that, but that's what I feel Cardano could do. So that is the Cardano news. And let's move on. What else do I have in store for you? We got some Bitcoin Runes news for you. Yeah, so this one's coming from Cointelegraph, and Bitcoin Runes recorded $15.6 million NFT transactions in just 4 months. If you didn't know what Bitcoin Runes are, they're a leading NFT protocol that generated at least $162.4 million in fees with over 15.6 million transactions, showing the potential for a long-term market impact. And I believe they do have like a plan down the road. Like I think some companies about to like incorporate Runes into their marketplace. So yeah, Runes could be that next NFT like hype that comes along. We saw what NFTs were like in the last bull run. Like it kind of died down and dwindled, but Runes kind of made a comeback just because it was on the Bitcoin blockchain. So yeah, let's learn a little bit more about this. So Bitcoin Runes is a protocol for non-fungible tokens launched in April, which generated at least $162.4 million in fees, again, with about 15.6 million transactions in 4 months. Now, according to Dune Analytics, Runes recorded the majority of transactions in the first 2 months, often exceeding 300,000 transactions per day. And on April 23rd alone, NFT investors racked up more than 1 million transactions in minting, etching, transfers, and edX combined, representing 81.3% of the total Bitcoin network and bandwidth. So yeah, remember when we had higher gas fees happening? And that's because Runes really became super popular right then and there. And then, yeah, it kind of dwindled down. So Bitcoin's like gas fees are pretty cheap now. But yeah. Now, in contrast, daily Rune transactions declined in the last 2 months, logging roughly 50,000 daily transactions on average. And the Runes protocol initially dominated daily transactions post-launch, but is now seeing a decline with Bitcoin reclaiming its network dominance, which is kind of good for us in the Crypto Club because I've been minting our tokens for the Crypto Club, the ownership tokens, as Runes on Bitcoin's blockchain. So by having less people there is actually making it cheaper and a little bit faster because I think it's going pretty slow right now. But since July 16th, Bitcoin has consistently accounted for roughly 90% of the network activity, while the remaining 10% is shared among ordinals and BRC20 tokens and Runes. Now let's go over the history of the rise of inscriptions, Runes, and Bitcoin out there. So here we go. The Runes protocol was introduced as an efficient successor to Bitcoin ordinals and a competitor to BRC20, and has gained preference against both from many investors. Now, in the last 4 months, Runes exceeded BRC20s in terms of daily transactions and share on most days. BRC20 outperformed Runes only on 13 days, as shown in the chart. Now, which chart? It's this one right here. So, Runes versus BRC, and yep, Runes are overtaking them. Now, out of the 15.6 million Rune transactions, mints represent more than 9 million transactions, while edicts and etchings account for 6.5 million and then 91,500 transactions, respectively, in total. Now, here's a chart showing the Rune's daily transactions happening, and how's it decreased since it was first released back in April. Now, if you want to check out more on Cointelegraph Grind, you can learn more about Runes there. But let's go over now the market opportunity for Bitcoin Runes. Pseudonymous decentralized finance researcher Ignace recently stated that the real market opportunity for Runes might come after a few months of its launch, he said. Runestone, RSIC, and PUPs are already pumping, promising holders shiny new Rune token airdrops, and FOMO threads keep coming. But like the NFT Frenzy post JPEG reveal, the market could soon cool off, and I kind of agree with that. Like, NFTs aren't really going to be like a long-term pump action out there. They got some utility and use cases and needs for them, but I think a lot of them are still just going to just fizzle out, slow down. So don't try to expect like a huge gain from all these. That's just me saying that, though. But Bitcoin Layer 2 network Stacks is also preparing to launch a trading solution for Runes, BRC20s, and Ordinal Scripture. So that's what I was coming to. I didn't know which exchange or which platform was doing it, but Stacks, which is a well-known Layer 2 on Bitcoin's blockchain. So yeah, if they come out with their own like Runes and Ordinals marketplace, yeah, we could see a nice little pump. So it could be a short-term pump and then slowly fizzle off as the bull run cycle comes to an end. But yeah, so that's more Runes and news for you. So awesome that it's actually picking up some traction out there since it just launched in April. And yeah, so pretty cool. So if you were curious on how to like create Runes or whatnot, definitely take a look at unisats.io. That's where I minted and create all of our Runes out there. So yeah, but that is the Bitcoin news. And what else do we have in store for you? Again, it was pretty slow news articles today, so I just pulled up what I could out there. So like the Runes one wasn't so exciting. The Cardano news, yeah, it's kind of interesting out there. I think the most entertaining one was the how women find men in crypto unattractive. But then I got there's really only like 2 articles I really wanted to share. But this one's just really going over PayPal stablecoin. If you didn't realize that, PayPal does have a stablecoin out there, and it just reached the $1 billion market cap. So let's go through this article. So PayPal stablecoin hits $1 billion market cap as the incentives boost activity on Solana. Now, the payments company's stablecoin entry was off to a slow start last year on Ethereum, but its recent expansion to the Solana blockchain and DeFi reward programs reignited the token's growth. So because of Solana and DeFi, it's making a way come back. That's just a summary. Let's go to the main article after I delete this ad. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there we go. So payments giant PayPal stablecoin PYUSD surpassed the $1 billion mark in market capitalization last week on CoinMarketCap. Now, issued in a conjunction with fintech companies, Paxos achieved this milestone as it more than doubled its supply since June. Now, despite the broader crypto market cooling off during the summer, Doldrum's PYUSD users' activity also surged. Monthly active wallets addressed top 25,000 in July, and that's up from 9,400 in May, according to Visa's stablecoin dashboard created with Illuvium. Is this a chart for them? Yeah, the monthly active stablecoin wallet addresses. And yeah, so they're showcasing USD PayPal's. There's Circle, there's Tether, and is this XRP's one, USDP? No, that's one I'm not positive about. But yeah, so it's definitely been increasing since July. But PayPal's entrance to stablecoins was touted as a watershed moment for the broader crypto industry last year, as observers envisioned the tokens to eventually compete with stablecoin giants like Circle and Tether. However, early enthusiasm faded as the token's growth fizzled out on the Ethereum network, but then came the expansion to Solana's network at the end of May. The token supply in Solana went to 650 million from zero in 3 months and is already larger than it is on Ethereum. Now, over the past month, PYUSD supply in Solana grew by 171% and is rapidly closing in on Tether's USDT on the network as well. And that is per data from DeFi Llama if you want to take a look at it. Now, incentives play a huge role in PYUSD's recent growth, said Tom Wan, business development and strategy associate at digital asset investment product firm 21.co. Integrations with the decentralized finance protocol also helped, he added. Now, Solana-based protocols Camino Drift and MarginFi also introduced boosted rewards for PYUSD deposits, offering double digits annualized yields for token holders. And most recently, crypto custody firm Anchorage Digital also introduced rewards for PYUSD deposits to institutions last week. Okay, so that's also giving a new pump too, like the rewards, companies adding it to it. So this definitely helps out with that. However, concerns linger on about how sustainable PYUSD's growth will be if incentives phase out. So if no one's really doing the rewards anymore and they stop doing it, can they keep growing? Well, we just have to wait and see about that. But he goes that my sense is that these incentives are not sustainable, but they are not designed to be permanent. David Shuttleworth, partner at the research firm Anagram, told CoinDesk. Part of the idea here is just to get more PYUSD into the circulation and get users, especially new ones, on chain and active on the Solana ecosystem. Now, if you're wondering like what you would use like stable coins for, basically back then, like you're just trying to keep it pegged to the US dollar because you know how the market's so volatile out there, it goes ups and downs, and you're like going, well, do I sell it? I don't want to trigger a taxable event out there. So what people usually would do is they'd like during the bull run, they take their profits instead of selling it, they'll convert it into some stable coin. Usually the dominant ones have been Tether and USDC Circle. So yeah, they just convert it there. The cycle runs its course. It does its 80-90% correction dip, and then once it's at its lowest or when they feel they want to, they just swap it back in. Like, and they do that all on the DeFi side, so that way they don't have to hit a centralized exchange, trigger that taxable event out there, and that's what mainly people would use stable coins for. But yeah, so now there's another one out there, and we'll see. But again, be careful with stable coins. There's a lot of regulations coming with it. They are highly centralized, so if they don't like what you're doing, they can actually freeze it. So just keep that in mind if you do want to choose to do that plan, like I just said, most traders used to do. Profits come, convert it to stablecoin, but just keep it on the DeFi side and then swap it back later. So, but just keep in mind that it is very centralized. But that's our PayPal news for you and their stablecoin. Now, do I have two more articles or one more? Two more, yes, because this is some Trump news. Just the families just forewarned about crypto scams out there. You guys know that I always cover like as many crypto scams as possible, so you're aware of them, and that way you don't fall for them. And then you always get these articles out there where it's either some company, the FBI, like they're forewarning people. It's like scams are on high alert, be careful. And now we get the Trump family doing that because they're about to launch their own platform and token, like I believe it's called the Defiant ones. But yeah, so let's go over this article of how they're forewarning people. So Trump Family Crypto Project warns of scams out there and fake tokens as it preps World Liberty Financial launch. The Trump family's DeFi platform, called the Defiant Ones or World Liberty Finance, still TBD to be determined, is warning crypto users of potential scams out there. And we've been seeing scams on high alert lately. Like there is at least 2 or 3 happening every single day. So just hopefully you guys are aware of them. They know how they work, and that way you don't fall for it. And again, the article I have after this is going to be covering the one that's happening on Apple laptops out there. So let's go through this article first, and then I'll go for the scam that's actually happening. So an upcoming crypto project backed by the Trump family, previously referred to as the Defiant Ones, has warned followers about the risks of scams and fake tokens, claiming to be associated with the project. Now, in a Telegram post on the project's official channel, now rebranded to World Liberty Financial, the team warned followers that all official information will only be posted right here in the channel by our trusted team. Now that you still also got to be worried about from hackers trying to get control of that. I believe the article I covered on Saturday was Polygon's Discord channel was hacked, and that was the official site. And then I think it scammed people out of like $100,000, maybe that. So just be even cautious about official sites out there because you never know if their account got hacked or not. But let's continue. So if it's not from us, it's not real. The post added again, like they're saying right there, like if their account was hacked, how do you know? But the World Liberty Financial branding was previously discovered through Twitter's sleuthing. The project was first teased by the former President Donald Trump's son, Donald Trump Jr., and Eric Trump earlier this month. Now, Trump Jr. confirmed in a recent post that project is some type of DeFi platform, though concrete details still have yet to be released. Now, it's unclear whether the platform will ultimately be called the Defiant Ones or World Liberty Financials, or perhaps something also entirely different. You just gotta wait and find out. Now, DeFi, or decentralized finance, uses blockchain networks and cryptocurrencies to facilitate the functions of traditional financial institutions, such as lending, borrowing, or even saving. These actions are typically handled by automated smart contracts which hold the code and the power protocols such as decentralized exchanges or DEXs out there. Now, the project gained more attention after Trump himself, the Republican presidential candidate, promoted the project to his 7.57 million followers through TruthSocial's account on Thursday. Now, for too long, the average American has been squeezed by the big banks and financial elite, Trump said in the post linking to the official Telegram channel. It's time we take a stand together, be defiant. Or hashtag be defiant is what he posted. And here is, he also tweeted about it too, or Donald Trump Jr. tweeted it on X. So yeah, Donald Trump Jr. for too long, I just showed retweeted that TruthSocial post, but yeah, here's that TruthSocial post I did have. Too long Americans and his fist bump. That's just always going to be an iconic photo right there. That's going to go down in history. Just him holding his fist, getting back after getting shot in the ear. So yeah. Now, in an interview with the New York Post, Eric Trump implied that projects may involve providing lending services to traditional, undeserved communities. Essentially, over half this country right now cannot be banked, meaning they will be rejected for most loans from most institutions, said Eric Trump. But with this technology, they could have the ability to almost instantaneously be approved or denied from a lender based on math, not policy. Money could be in their account in minutes, not months. Now, the warning on Telegram did not specify any particular scam coin out there, but there have already been incidents of the upcoming Trump family's crypto project leading to confusion among crypto investors. A Solana-based token called Restore the Republic soared to a market capitalization of $155 million earlier this month, following online speculation that was linked to Trump's family project. But the price then plummeted by 90% after the Trumps denied that the connection was theirs. Now, RTR had been boosted by a tweet by Ryan Fournier, chairman of Students for Trump, that linked the coin directly to Trump's family, and the post was deleted shortly after. Now, this isn't Trump's first official crypto project. He formally launched a series of Trump-themed NFTs back in December of 2022 and followed it up with 2 further drops, all of which saw an upshot in interest following the assassination attempt on the former president back in July. So yeah, basically everything he does is kind of pumping up, but you got to be careful out there for these coins out there. Like you're maybe trying to get in on it's a rug project out there because nothing's been official. You're just trying to take that gamble and go, okay, here's the Trump token. Here's what else? A Republican token. Just like you're trying to go off the hype out there, but it hasn't been confirmed out. So that's really a big gamble all these people do. Sure, you could probably make a good 10x, 100x on there if you get in early enough before the pump actually happens. But again, most of those coins out there are rug pull projects, and like people who get in know it's a rug pull and they're trying to beat the rugger who created it. And that is just a huge gamble that I don't really do. If you want, listen to the 21 Million radio show. I did the show last week with Sean Davis. And we were just talking about trading experiences, like how, sometimes we lost millions of dollars on it because we knew it was it. We got greedy. So being a trader and getting these small alts is very, very risky. So just know your risk tolerance level out there, and if you can actually handle it, just don't throw everything in it. If you for me, I'm all in on Bitcoin. So for me doing that, I don't see that as a risk at all. I know some people out there, like my buddy, would think otherwise, but to me, no, I am so solid on that. But with these other projects out there, altcoins, do not throw your life savings or nothing in that. Be cautious. Maybe throw $100 in there, just something you can lose if you just won't play the game. But that's the Trump family, just for a warning about crypto scams out there. Nothing specifically linked to a scam that's currently happening, but what scams are there? You got the pig butchering scams, otherwise known as romance scams, where some other person online is trying to make you fall in love with them. You gain their trust, and then next thing you know, you send them crypto to a platform, and it's all gone. So that's one scam out there. There's phishing attempt links out there, so don't click on any emails that you do not know, or even if you think you do know them. The most common one was USPS. Emails have been going out. I've been getting a lot of text messages lately on, hey, are you looking for work? It's no, I'm in crypto, I'm good. But no, I definitely feel like that's a scam out there. You got AI scams, so just be on high alert. Watch a bunch of videos out there on what scams have taken place. Follow some news articles. Again, I've covered, so that way you know what they look like. It's engraved in your head. A red flag can get triggered, and that way it'll stop you from losing hundreds and maybe thousands of dollars. So yeah, that is the Trump family warns crypto scams news. Again, I said that once, but yeah. All right. Now let's move on to our final article, which there is a warning with malware on Mac laptops or Mac computers. And yeah, it's called Cthulhu. So let's go through this one so you know what it looks like. That way you don't fall for it. And then, so this is really for all Apple users out there who have definitely crypto, like especially like on a MetaMask or whatnot. So here we go. So Mac users are warned over malware Cthulhu that steals crypto wallets. The malware targets popular crypto wallets from the likes of MetaMask, Coinbase, and Binance on Mac OS operating systems. So let's see how this Cthulhu app is actually doing that. So Apple Mac users are being warned about a new strain of malware called Cthulhu Stealer, which can steal their personal information and target crypto wallets. For years, there has been a general belief in the zeitgeist that Mac OS systems are immune to malware, said cybersecurity firm Cato Security on August 22nd. And they were like, while Mac OS has a reputation for being secure, Mac OS malware has been trending up in recent years. And yeah, this isn't the first one. I think it was a couple months ago I covered like another Mac malware situation that was happening. Not this one, so yeah, it's definitely popping up more. But so yeah, just be on high alert. But Cthulhu Stealers appear as an Apple disk image, so DMG, and disguises itself as legitimate software like Clean My Mac, Adobe Gen P. So yeah, if you're seeing any of this on your Mac or Clean My Mac, be very careful because this is what it's disguising itself as. Now, when users open up the file, the macOS command line tool for running Apple script and JavaScript is used to prompt them for their password. Now, once this is entered, a second prompt will appear for the password to the popular Ethereum wallet MetaMask. It also targets other popular crypto wallets, including those from Coinbase, Wasabi, Electrum, Atomic, Binance, and Blockchain Wallet. So if you are using these wallets on your macOS system, just be careful. The malware stores the stolen data in text files before fingerprinting the victim's system to gather data such as IP addresses and operating systems vision. So this is here's like the code that comes up for like it is just trying to steal your data. Now, the main functionality of Cthulhu Stealer is to steal credentials and cryptocurrency wallets from various stores, including game accounts, explaining that Cato researcher Tara Good. Cthulhu Stealer is very similar to the Atomic Stealer, a malware that was identified in the 2023 targeting Apple computers. That was the article I covered, yeah. Now, this indicates that the developer of Cthulhu Stealer probably took Atomic Stealer and modified the code and added GUID to it. The malware was being rented out to affiliates for $500 per month using the Telegram messaging platform, with the main developer sharing profits from successful deployments. Now, that's another thing. Be careful with Telegram, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram. Do not click or respond to someone who's claiming they're a crypto expert out there, because they are most likely a scammer and they will steal your money. So just ignore those ones. If they request anything, if they mention crypto, just don't ignore it. So, however, these scammers behind the malware are said to be no longer active following the disputes over payments that have led to accusations of an exit scam by affiliates. Now, on August 23rd, Cointelegraph reported that the AMOS malware, which also targets Mac users, can clone Ledger Live software. Very scary. Now, Apple has recently acknowledged the increasing threat of malware targeting its operating system. On August 6th, the tech giant announced an update to its next-generation macOS version that makes it a little more difficult for users to override gatekeeper protections, and that ensures only trusted applications are allowed to run in the system. Now, in May, Telegram played down the severity of an exploit that allowed researchers to gain access to macOS camera systems, stating that it had more to do with Apple's permission security than the messaging platform itself. So yeah, so that is basically what's happening. Again, so like, what was that called again? It was called Cthulhu Stealer, but what is it being protected on? Yeah, so just remember these two, Clean My Mac or Adobe Gen P. Those are the two apps the Cthulhu Stealer is pertaining to be. So yeah, so again, this is for Mac users out there with MetaMask, Coinbase, Binance, Atomic, Electrum wallets out there. So just be careful. I read this to you. You now know what it is, what it should look like. So just always be on high alert with it. But that is it for you. That is all the news I got for you. Again, like that was the most important one I wanted to get out there. And then the first one about men being less attracted to crypto, that was a fun one I want to get out. But those were at least the two of the main ones I wanted to share with you. But yeah, so that is it. Let's take a look at our fear and greed index right now, see how people are feeling in the crypto space, because this does track people's emotions. So here we're on Coin Market Cap, and we are at a 56. I believe that's still the same as when I did the news on Saturday night. So yeah, people are still neutral right now. We're making our way to the greedy territory. We may start seeing more greed territory for some time soon. Like unless we have another Black Swan event that will trigger it to go back down to fear. I think we're just going to be hovering in neutral and greed territory for some time now, at least until the cycle ends. And if you're curious for when the next bull run cycle will end, I have it on tech delays. Will be more towards the end of the year 2025. So this is going to be a fun year to be living in. But yeah, so that is it for you. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Monday. Enjoy it. Stay dry. It's looking pretty cloudy and rainy out there here in Florida. So yeah, if you're in Florida, stay dry, stay safe, and yeah, stay out of the floods. So hope you have a fantastic Monday, and I will see you again tomorrow. Sherpa out.